Hello, everyone, and welcome to the patch notes for Beta Branch 1.2.6. Why you don't see 1.2.6? Hang on, I'll get to that in just a minute for you people on Steam that have been asking. They fixed a crash that occurred during a battle due to a bug in the range calculation of units. Fixes. Now, we got a couple of them that are good. That enabled low level troops to block a number of consecutive attacks from different directions. This goes back to their previous 1.2.5 update, in which lower level troops shouldn't be insane blocking. That one thing I have been really complaining about for a long time. So we'll have to see if that really is working better now in 1.2.6. Caused the game to freeze after pausing the auto deploy button during the order of battle phase. Fix a bug that prevented you from targeting castle gates, siege engines, and the like with an attack order. So now you should be able to go ahead and target those specifically during a siege. Caused crafted items names to reset after loading a save. Now that's still, I don't know if that cures the problem with crafting legendary or better items in which the stats get reversed or they go to trash. That should have been fixed as well. So hopefully all your smithing now works. A bug that prevented some option names and values from being updated after changing the language in the option screen. So that is a small little bit right there. And then you have some multiplayer changes. Now let's run through all the things that are going on. First of all, why do you not see what is going on in Steam? This is actually from a video I covered over 2 months ago. I had already explained why you don't see Beta Branch 1.2.5, 1.2.6 on Steam. So if you want to know what happens, watch my updates. Currently, Tailworld does not deploy more than one beta branch. If you go into Steam, go to betas, and you opt into beta 1.2.0-beta, you will only be on the latest beta. That is it. There is no 1.2.0, 1, 2, 3, none of that. If you opt in, it will say 1.2.0-beta, but when you load up the game, you're going to find out that you are always on the latest beta branch. There are many different ways which you can tell what patch you're on. Right when you load up the game and go to the mods, you will see the native files, which these are the files from Tailworld, will tell you what branch you're on. When you load up the game itself, in the lower right-hand corner, it will also tell you what version you are on. To see that a little bit better, let me go to options, and there you can see it. It says 1.2.6. And finally, if you save your game and then you hit save as to view your save file, you will then see what branch you're on in the upper right hand corner. It will tell you all the mods and it will tell you what branch. So if you opt into the beta branch, you're gonna automatically take an update when you launch the game. There is no other branches out there. The only way you can stop that is to go offline on Steam and not take an update until you finally want to go back online and take an update. That is why it's showing 1.2.0-beta in Steam, but you're always on a different branch because Tailworld is only offering one branch right now. Completely different of how early access was. So hopefully people now understand why you're on 1.2.0 beta, but it shows you're on now 1.2.6. So people are wondering, when is 1.2 going to go to live? Somebody asked, is it planned for to be released 1.3 to release as beta and 1.2 move to live for maybe in a week or two? Tailworld, in their ultimate wisdom, being very cryptic, said not exactly it will be released once the content is completed, and that will be sometime still. So does that mean 1.3 is going to take some time still, or 1.2 going to live is going to take some time still? This person did not feel like answering both questions or elaborating for us to know exactly what is going on. Therefore, I will do my best to try to interpret it how I think it is. With the quick updates that are coming out now with 125 and 126, I think they are trying to put a bow onto the beta branch as soon as possible and get it moved to live. I think that this comment is directed at patch 1.3, that it will take some time for us to still get the new beta branch. So when they have everything done, they are going to move 1.2.6 or whatever 1.2 it is over to live, which I think could be soon. There are still a couple issues that need to be resolved, such as FKZ, who I believe from my channel, so shout out to you, who posted a siege bug in which when a person joins up an existing siege, whoever is a higher rank, I would assume tier or something like that, or power, they take over the siege. The problem is they don't start the siege, and you can still control all of the siege engines, the placement, how you build them. Of course, Tail World just immediately comes right out and says this is an intended design for them to take over, in which then we have to come back and explain to them that this is not a mechanic. If they're taking over the siege, why can we control the weapons and yet they're not starting the siege? So finally that gets Tail World to realize that, hey, okay, this is something different. The siege not beginning is issue. That's a bug. We're aware of that, and it should be fixed on the next beta version. Well, this is the next beta version, and I don't see it, so I don't know when we're going to get this. There still is stability issues within the game and a couple other issues that are going on, but I think this is how they put it pretty well, in which the patch will go to console, yes. The release will happen once the known multiplayer, console, and compliance issues have been resolved, translations are completed, and issues identified during beta have been fixed. It appears that most of them have been fixed, and we got 1.6 as a smaller update. So, what do I think is going to happen? I think that they could have possibly 1.6, 2.6, which just occurred as beta, and maybe 1.2.7, another very small patch to fix a couple small issues. And then they are going to put the 1.2 branch to live for console for people. And then we're going to probably have a few months to wait for patch 1.3. So that is what I personally think is going to happen. We're going to have to wait to find out to see if this broke any more things in the changes that they already put out. But the siege issue that is going on when somebody tries to take over, and also stability. During sieges, especially, they take a lot of resources, can slow down, skipping, cause people to crash. I think are probably the two biggest things going on right now, even though there is a lot going on in the tech forum. So I would look at maybe those two things of trying to be fixed before they throw it to live. However, it wouldn't shock me if they did try to fix those two and put it live at the same time. So I think it's going to be maybe another week or so until we actually get it to live. And then we're going to have potentially a couple month wait before they then go and release 1.3. That is the update for now. If I find anything else out further, I will let you guys know. However, if you want to know what's going on, all you have to do is look on the channel, and I release the massive changes that will explain everything that happened with Bannerlord in 1.2.5, because a lot happened, and I know many of you have not seen that. Hopefully, here within a week or so, we'll get a better understanding as to when this is going to be released. I will talk to you guys again very soon. As always, my friends, take care, and thanks for watching.